Hi, everyone, and welcome to your animal spirit energy reading. We are using theme cards today, which are all of my animal decks. We're going to be bringing in energy in from the animal spirits that you may connect to. And if you haven't before, you may start connecting to them. You may even find your own spirit animal within these readings, okay? So whatever resonates for you, there's going to be 3 piles. All right, we're going with pile 1 and this golden tiger eye. We're going pile 2 with this zebra Jasper, and pile 3 with red tiger eye. So pick the number, the card, or the crystal that calls to you, and that will be where I will see you in just a few moments. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this card or this little heart here made of tiger eye crystal. This is going to be your animal spirit energy reading. Watch the intro. I had mentioned that there could be your spirit animal in here, but if not, it's just energy coming in from the animal spirits out there that are surrounding us every day, just like angels or our ancestors or our fairy guides, whatever it may be for you, okay? So the message is the message. Now, what I'm going to do is just pull this in. I've got the pile here. We're going to do live tarot at the end with a couple of other oracles, and we're going to do overall energy and read tarot and oracle in here. So let's get started. Pile 1, overall energy, the heron. Oh, which is kind of interesting. I'm not very good with birds, but I almost think it looks like the card that I had out there, right? The herring, possibly. All right. So anyway, the heron, and it says patience. Okay. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. The other card that I have going along with that for overall energy is work and this beaver card. So right away, I know pile 1 that where you need to gain patience from, okay, where it is that you need to find balance, where it is that you need to take a break from, and maybe take a little alone time from, is going to have something to do with your workplace. What it is you do for work, what it is you do for volunteer work, whatever kind of work, whether it's paid or not, that is going to be the overall energy. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say, because there's also individual messages in each card, as well as what it's going to say overall. All right, next we have frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. And with that, we have a 2 of pentacles. Next, we have the falcon. And with that, we have the 2 of acorns. Actually, I'm just going to bring this down here, okay? And then up here, we have the wolf with imagination station. Oh, geez, I've never seen this imagination station card. Luckily for the pandas, as I always say, I will read from the book because the messages are not only good and accurate, but they're also sometimes cute. So I guess I'll find out what imagination station is then. But let's take a look at all of these cards. So it's very much, I want to say, I almost feel the first thing I want to say is, look, it's birds, but also they can be water birds. But like here, this 2 of acorns or 2 of wands, I believe looks like a falcon. Then we have the falcon here. We also have like frog water, beaver water, herring water, right? I don't know. I feel like maybe you're really in your emotions and maybe a little bit up in your head, but let's continue through. So with the frog spirit, we have clear out the clutter, and the 2 of pentacles is bringing balance again, right? Look at these 2 little pandas in here, and they're balancing in the hammock. Okay, and it's also the 2 coins. They're trying to keep them balanced, so it's not going to one side or the other, or backwards or forwards. And with the wolf, be independent, but work together. And this imagination station card, which I'm going to go to in a minute. We also have act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. And the 2 of acorns, or the 2 of wands, is thinking about your next step, planning your next steps. Okay, so what I want to say, clarifying this card right here, is that when that opportunity comes up, you act on it without thought, because you have been thinking about this, you have been focused on this, you know what it is, and it's going to be different for each one of you, but when that opportunity comes up for you, you take it. Now, for others of you, I also want to go back here to where I felt like it was saying that you need renewal time, you need alone time to find balance. And we are finding balance here, because even with the 2 of wands or the 2 of acorns, that's balance because there's 2 of them. Here with the 2 of pentacles. And I said it was about your work. And by taking that time out, by quieting your mind, by being alone for a bit, by finding that balance, it's going to bring you forward towards your purpose. In other words, I believe this opportunity is going to show up for you. And it's a step confidently towards it right here. Commit to it without equivocation, right? You have been focused on this. So what I want to say, pile 1, in a roundabout way, because these are different little messages within the bigger message, especially with this be independent but work together, maybe what you need to do in work or in a project or something that you've committed to or are about to commit to is finding the balance. And maybe right now, whatever this is, it is not balanced, and therefore you're not balanced, okay? Or it's making you feel impatient about getting it done, and not because you want to get the project done, because I feel like it's something that you like to do or love to do, but I feel that it's because you're feeling all over the place, and maybe that's because there's too many cooks in the kitchen. So maybe you have to take a more independent approach while working with them. Like I said, how you would do that, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to read out of the book for these 2 panda cards. So let me just grab it here. We have 2 of Pentacles first. It says, and I told you these are the cute messages, check out our panda groove. As we work this bamboo, join the show, find your flow, juggle your tasks, prioritize snacks, and don't let the balance get you out of whack. Okay? So that's perfect about everything that we've been talking about here. I'll just read it one more time because it's so cute. Check out our panda groove as we work the bamboo. Join the show, find your flow, juggle your tasks, prioritize snacks, and don't let the balance get out of whack. Okay, so just further clarification. I also want to go to what this imagination station is, because it's not a card. So I'm going to look here in the, I've never seen this. Hopefully it won't take too long. If it does, I'll just cut it out and come back. All right, I'm back, guys. Okay, so what imagination station is, I found it in the back of the book. It's actually a recommended spread from the author. And do you know what the spread is called? Other than imagination station, what if? The power of what if will propel you to uncharted areas of consciousness and push you to expand towards your potential. I find it very interesting. This is the first time I've ever had a spread card come out, and I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of them in there. But it's what we're talking about. Patient will bring you to your rewards. You're going to step confidently towards your purpose. So that is the overall message, pile 1. I hope that you found that helpful. Now what we're going to do is pull some tarot for clarification, confirmation. If there's anything they want to add in here, you know, let's just see. And this is a new deck that I just got too. Let me see if yes. Tarot of the Owls. I was just in Salem, Mass, and look, I was in a shop and I picked this up. I just love it. I think think you can get it on Amazon as well, but I was there in the moment, and I was getting a reading actually myself, which was so cool. And the girl said to me, I believe owls are of importance to you. And I said, well, how funny you should say that. I was just eyeing the Tarot of the Owls deck out there, and I want it. So kind of funny, right? Oh no, actually take that back. I take that back. I'm at the wrong reader. It was a reader at another place in Salem, because I had two, one tea leaf and one tarot and palm. And it was the tea leaf that had told me about the owl. And then when I was with the other girl, I had mentioned that to her for whatever reason. I can't remember what the context was that I would have mentioned it to her. But I said, and you have the deck out there, I'm going to get it. Yes, sorry. All right, so we have the Hierophant, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have Temperance. Oh, wow, you guys. Okay, so I just want to go right away to the Hierophant, right? I feel that in this situation in your work, there is an opportunity here, always with the Hierophant, because it's how it applies to me, and so it's always what comes in. They use me quite often, for example, so that's how I pull the energy sometimes. But with the Hierophant, you may be the teacher in this situation in your workplace. You may be the student. Maybe by you showing what it's like to have patience and to confidently go towards your purpose, right? And to do it without any kind of equivocation, you're going to teach them to do the same. All right, so I want to say that about the Hierophant card. The Nine of Swords, like I said, I feel that this has been causing you a bit of, anxiety. It's not that you don't love your job, but you don't love what's happening there right now. And it's, it's been causing you a little anxiety. It's maybe been keeping you up at night, however you want to say that. But that's coming to an end because we have Temperance here. And the greatest thing about Temperance, it's about how to create balance and harmony in your life, okay? So how to get everything aligned, to get you ready to step into your future. So like I said, I don't know what it is that's happening for you, pile one, but I certainly like it. Now, I'm also going to pull a couple of little oracles here. I was just going to use one, which is the Daily Healing. And when I pulled it out, the Chakra Love Oracle deck come out too, right? It actually fell out. So I'm going to use both of them because I think it wants to be used as well. Okay, so let's get this first card. Know thyself. It is the most important task you have. I feel that they're saying that because of everything that we've been talking about. When you're out of balance, when everything's a little bit out of whack, okay? You need to know yourself to help yourself get back into balance. So I like that for you. Now let's look at the Chakra Love card here, because this may be, oh, and one just flipped over. So we're going to go with it. And that is Shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. And that is your solar plexus chakra. Another crystal that you could work with as well is Mookaite, okay? So that may be important to you. But I feel like this is them telling you that this is an opportunity for you to shine, whether you're shining as the teacher or whether you're shining as the student. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a good time for you to really get whatever this is in and under control. That's what I feel. So pile one, if you like this reading, I invite you to come back and watch more of my readings. Throw me a like, a subscribe if you want to. And if you know anyone going through this, by all means, please share this message with them. And I will see you in your next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile two, this card or this zebra Jasper crystal. This is going to be your animal spirit energy reading. Like I said in the intro, you may just get messages in. This is energy coming from the animal spirit world, just like angels, your guides, your ancestors, whomever, your dragons, your fairies. But you also may find an animal spirit guide in here for you too. So just keep your mind open to that. We are going to do overall energy. We're going to do live tarot. In this deck, we have oracle and tarot mixed. So let's get right at it. Overall energy for you, pile 2 is frog, prosperity. I always get excited when I see the prosperity cards come out. And peace, gorilla. Oh, very interesting combination. So with the frog, it says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. And peace. So what I want to say moving forward in this reading, this is the overall energy, but each card could be an individual message or mean something to you, or the reading in itself with all the cards. So we have prosperity, let go of the past. And when we have peace, the first thing that comes to mind is what wasn't bringing peace maybe into your life that you need to let go of. But let's look at the rest of the cards for more clarification. We have porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. But also with porcupines, they have sharp quills. And if you were being poked with those quills, that wouldn't have been very peaceful for you. So that may be a message for someone. We have death. Oh my heavens, you guys, look. We have let go of the past, embrace change. You know what? Opportunities, happiness, joy, abundance, good fortune all await you. We have time for beginner mind. We have death card, which is transformation, death, and rebirth. It's letting go of something to bring in change and something new. So I love that. We have cardinal and 6 of acorns. Oh, okay, excellent. We have bear, and I'm just going to move these down just a wee bit. Okay. Bear and temperance. We had temperance in the last pile too. When you're looking for peace in your life, you're also looking for balance. It's that balance that's going to bring peace in whatever area it is. So we know that, but I also read from the Panda deck because they have cute little messages sometimes, and I just love for people to hear them because they kind of crack me up at times. So what I want to say here, let's get going. With the cardinal, it's the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. Okay, right here, balance. All right. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Yes. And that's not just, I'm going to say yes, the card is saying in spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. And for some of you, that could be a specific message. Generally speaking, because this is a collective reading, it could be just you're out of balance wherever it is. And because of that, you need things to change. You need to let go of that past. I feel like it's been prickly. I feel like it hasn't been very peaceful for you. And I feel that it's time for a new start. And with the beginner mind, what I find so interesting is it reminds me of, if it was going to be any cards in the Rider-Waite, it would be like the pages, right? The beginner's mind, they're fresh, they're young, they're creative, they're eager, they're curious, right? So when you choose to let go of whatever it is that you need to let go of to bring this in, and you're ready to start over with the beginner's mind. I just love that message. Now, you also have the 6 of acorns, and I do believe acorns are wands. So 6 of wands, success, and it even has success and triumph. But we know that the 6 of wands is celebration because you were successful. So I see this as being a successful ending, okay, and rebirth for you. But let's just read the Panda card because I can't help myself. They're so cute, and I love the messages that are in there. The one in the last one was really quite funny, if I do say so myself. Death. Life goes on. Like the changing seasons, like the coming of spring after winter, tears won't stop the calendar. When a heart dies, it ceases to be broken. Grief is an insatiable emptiness. So we plant a flower there to be reminded of its absence and to fill it with beauty and growth. Death is life, just as life is death. See, I love the way they're speaking about that. That was actually quite beautiful. And that's what I'm saying here. It's the death of what is no longer serving you, what is bringing you pain or imbalance, or it's not peaceful for you. Okay? And for some of you, it may have been, I don't know, this could be a specific message for someone, the death of a loved one. But it's also saying when your heart's been broken due to whatever your situation is, it's able to heal itself, right? We can plant the flower there. We can watch it grow. We can bring it back. We can embrace change and have a rebirth. So I just want to say that. Now with temperance, let's see what they have to say about temperance, because that's really cute too. And I want to talk about the bear card as well, because I haven't spoken about it yet. All right, temperance, where are you? There we are. Panda's message. There is no place, no people, no me. There is only this moment and I am in it. I don't think about it much and neither should you. When we do, it stops being a moment. Come sit by me. The water is calming and rejuvenating. Sorry, did you say something? What do you mean? I'm kind of fat. That's it. Get out of my panda moment. Now. These are the things, right? I probably didn't read that very well, but so funny. Yes, come sit with me. The panda just wants to be zen. And then they're like, what? What? You called me fat? Get out of my panda moment. I love it, you guys. But basically what it's trying to say is sometimes when we're trying to sit in peace, okay, or when we're trying to meditate or have a quiet moment, we allow our monkey mind to come in and just, wreak a little havoc. Think of monkeys at the zoo. They're everywhere. They're over everything. Or here where I live, we have a safari where you can drive through it and the monkeys on the cars, man. It's crazy. But anyway, so what they're saying is, you know what? You got to let that monkey mind go here and stop thinking about the negative things that you tell yourself or you allow other people to say that you keep with you, and get rid of that poking. That's what I think that poking is, what others have said to you, and get into your peace, get into your balance. All right. And here with the bear, it says, use power with wisdom. That I love. They want you to be wise. They want you to think clearly about this, okay? Because there is success and triumph to be had if you can bring everything back into, balance, the equilibrium, basically. All right, so let's get some tarot. This is a new deck that I just got when I was in Salem, Mass. It's so cute. It's called Tarot of the Owls. And I feel, as you know, I have my owl ring, so I love owls. But anyhow, this is a really nice deck too. So let's see what they have to say. Any confirmation, clarification of what's on the table, any further advice or guidance. The Empress. Love it. It's coming right in here with this death, with this embrace change. And these cards are so pretty. King of Cups. Oh, you guys, I'm loving this even more. All right. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. Maybe it's you, pile two. You've put yourself in your own prison here. It's what I like to say about the Eight of Swords. But the thing is you've put yourself in your own prison. Maybe with this card here where little panda was talking negatively towards itself or what other people have said. And then it has gone into that fat prison, so to speak, right? Like, oh, well, it must be true if that's what I'm thinking, if that's what people are saying. But the thing that you look at with the Eight of Swords, and if you kind of look at it on pretty much every card I've ever seen, there's an opening here. You're able to get out. You could easily, that's loose wrapping around the eyes and around the arms. Shake that off. Cut it off even, if you can get one little arm or one little wing loose, right? And you can remove yourself from your own mental prison. And with the King of Cups, what I want to say in relation to this reading, the King of Cups has come out to say, you know what? You can take on the King of Cups energy. I am emotionally balanced. I'm calm. I have peace. I'm diplomatic. I would never poke at other people because I know what it's like to have them poke at me. And I'm calm. I don't know if I said that already. Calm and wise and emotionally balanced. And we're talking about getting that balance back in. And with the Empress, I said it goes along here with the Death card. It is because the Empress, she can, like I'm going to say the Magician, can manifest whatever it is that she wants. She can plant the seeds of what it is she wants her life to be at, right? Embrace the change. I think I had also mentioned something about think clearly about what it is, this beginner's mind. Plant those seeds of how you want your new beginning to be. And embrace this Empress energy and nurture those ideas, those thoughts, those wants, and watch them grow. It may be slowly, it may be quickly, it will be different for each of you, but you have that, we have all that power within us to break out of our own prisons, to find our emotional balance, to plant the seeds of what it is we want in our life, and to watch them grow by being actively involved in making it happen. So that's the main message, pile 2. I hope that that was helpful to you. There is prosperity for you, okay? And with the 6 of Acorns here clarifying, there is going to be success and triumph. You just may have to do a little bit of the work, all right? Now, let's get one of these cards. I actually have 2 because the chakra card deck fell out as well when I pulled these, so I figured, well, they must want to say something about your chakras, okay? Or your chakras, however you want to say it. Respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. Like I said, this isn't always a quick fix. It isn't always an easy fix. Sometimes it's a bit of work. Sometimes it's hard and emotional work. But know that, like I said, you will be successful in getting yourself out of your own prison and becoming emotionally balanced in this healing journey and gaining prosperity in your life. And that can be prosperity of any kind, good fortune, abundance, okay? But it's bringing peace and joy in as well. So let's see with the chakra card here, maybe what they want to, oh, that one just flew out, hit the crystals and came back in. Safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. So again, it's tearing down with that death. It almost feels like a tower card. You're going to just burn it all to the ground, okay, so that you can dead it and then rebirth it, all right? And building a strong foundation. That is your root chakra. And a crystal that you may want to use while doing that to keep you grounded so that you can have a strong foundation is snowflake obsidian. Okay, that is your reading, pile 2. I hope that you liked it. I invite you back to see more of my readings. If you like this, throw me a like. If you want to subscribe, please go ahead. And if you know someone who maybe needs to hear this message in their life, please share this video. I love getting the messages out there, and I also love to hear your feedback. I'll see you next time. Hi there to those of you who chose pile 3, this card, or this red tiger eye heart. This is going to be your animal spirit reading. The animal spirits are sending their energy in, just like your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors would. I've also mentioned to people, you may want to keep a close eye on the cards here because you may actually find your spirit animal, a specific guide for you. Now, to get started, we are going to have overall energy. We're going to have tarot and oracle in here. I'm going to pull live tarot as well as 2 oracles at the end. So let's get right into this with your overall energy. And that is Loon, intuitive. Listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Along with that, we have links and secrets. So what I want to say about this reading to just begin pile 3, you may find individual messages in a line, in a card that resonate with you. It may be the reading as a whole when we get the rest of the cards out. You take what fits and what resonates to you in the moment. You pick this pile for a reason, okay? So I really believe that there is a message for you in here somewhere. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards out. We have Sandpiper Spirit, be playful, with 7 of Wands. We have Ladybug with Knight of Shells or Knight of Cups. We have Ant with Page of Cups. So we have the Knight of Cups and Page of Cups. We have Loon, which is water. Then we have our little, then I'm going to say we have our little crawly friends, the ladybugs and the ants. So let's get into the overall energy here in this reading. So like I said, it was listen to your soul, your intuition, because you do have a way of knowing. Pile 3, maybe you work and do something like what I'm doing, or you know, maybe you're a medium or a psychic, or you could be a healer of some sort. It says emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. I really feel like it's wanting you to take a little time for play. It wants you to take a little time for play. So if you're someone who works in this type of area, okay, it can be very draining on you. It can be very draining on you, and you may need to take some time out for solitude to recharge, okay? What I want to say, message in for some of you, there's going to be different messages in this one. I can feel it already just by the cards. Also secrets. For some of you, like me, in the beginning, you didn't want to talk about the fact that you were intuitive. You didn't want people to know. You didn't want people to call you names that you didn't resonate with. You didn't want to be labeled as something that maybe you don't partake in. And I'm speaking personally from this. So maybe you've kept your intuition a secret, okay? Maybe it was a constant battle of fighting the naysayers, right? There's a little panda up there with his wand. It's not a sword, so it's a nuisance. It's a nuisance fighting people off and having to defend yourself just because you're intuitive. Just because you're able to see things, hear things, feel things. And so maybe for some of you, that's what you're going through, keeping it a secret. I'm saying you don't have to, okay? You don't have to, because you need to recognize that you are unique and that you are loved regardless of who you are or what you identify as or what religion you practice, or what spiritual practice you have, okay? And I'm saying this with a smile on my face because I feel like this is a message that for someone who's going to hear this, it's going to help free you. So I feel very positive about that. What I want to say about the ant card here, it does say cooperate for the highest good of the community. That's so funny. Hang on. Yeah, community. I wanted to say you're going to find your ants. You're going to find your pile, your home, your hill, whatever you want to call it. You're going to find your community. And like I said, whether that be spiritually, religiously, however it fits for you, you will find your people. Okay? And not to take everything so seriously here, right? Again, be playful. Keep a playful energy about you. And with the ladybug, it's saying this is a time of good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive all the good things in your life. If you have a gift here in some way that has to do with intuition, like I said, any of the clairs, and you have not been using it, or you have been on the fence about using it and you're just unsure for whatever reason, this is your card right here that's saying be willing to receive all good things in your life because it's a time for fortune and abundance. And what they're telling you is, yes, you need to do it. You need to listen to your soul. You need to trust your intuition. I feel like you need to let go of the secret. Everyone has secrets, and for some people, they're not so great. So really, if you're an intuitive, I don't think that's a bad secret to let out, to let others know, okay? And with the Page of Cups, pages are, like I always say, they're always so cute, they're young, but maybe you want to think of a creative way to to let everybody know that you're an intuitive, that maybe you have, mediumship abilities or psychic abilities or whatever it is. Like for me, I love doing these readings in theme decks. That's my thing. That's my creative, cutesy way of doing readings, right? I loved theme decks. The energy in the reading that comes out is all the same, right? Like it's not, all about animal, right? But it's an animal deck and it's these animals that are speaking to you. And like I said, you may even resonate with one of them as a spirit guide animal, all right? If not, it's just the animal energy from our universe coming in to help you. Think of your dog, think of your cat, think of your pets, how much we love them and how comforting they are to us. Well, this energy is coming in too right now for you and comforting you and saying it's okay to have your intuitive hits, your intuitive messages, to be curious about it. It's okay to be creative in the way you want to express it. And then we have the Knight of Shells or the Knight of Cups here, who's also very creative, who also has a great imagination, who also loves to work with messages. Knights bring messages, right? So this could be saying it's time for you to bring messages to people. I love it. I love this for you. This is really beautiful. Let's get some more tarot and see what the tarot has to say when it comes to any cards that are here on the table for confirmation, clarification, or further guidance. This is a new deck I picked up when I was in Salem, Massachusetts, just last week, I guess. And I love it. It's beautiful. I got it from a little shop down there. You can buy it on... you can buy it online too, but I was there. I was getting a reading, actually, a palm and card reading for myself. And I saw it in there and I was like, oh, I've been looking at that deck online. I'm going to get it as a treat. So what else do they have to say here? Ace of Pentacles. Yes, love it. Hatching out, right? Breaking out of the shell, coming out from the secret, okay? Coming out of what's been holding you back. Seven of Swords. All right, you guys, I love this. Along with the Seven of Wands. Really? I have so much to say about that now. Okay, let's get one more. And the Hermit. Okay. For those of you who are thinking about coming out of the shell, coming out of the closet when it comes to your intuition and how you can use it, I feel like you've been thinking about this for a long time. You've gone within. You're ready to let your light shine. You're ready for everyone to know. For some of you, you may have to take that time out now. If this is your confirmation, you know what? It's time to share. It's time to let the secret out of the bag, the cat out of the bag. All right. I love that this is a lynx too, right? Letting the cat out of the bag. Then, you know what? Go and take a little time for yourself. Really think about this. With the Hermit, you know, it's going in for spiritual knowledge, for enlightenment, but not just spiritual knowledge, but just about your life in general, right? It's to help you find clarity with what it is that you want to do, maybe in these creative ways, okay? And with the Seven of Swords, I think it just ties in. I said here, well, it's not the Seven of Swords, it's the Seven of Wands, where you're just kind of fighting off the naysayers and the negative people and the holier-than-thous that really don't get that if you're religious and Christian, you shouldn't be judging people anyway, but they all seem to forget that when they're judging, so I had to say that out loud. But yeah, with the Seven of Swords, that's people trying to steal your thunder. That's people trying to steal your beliefs, what you believe in, how you feel about yourself. They're trying to steal it because they want you to think the way that they do. They want you to be critical of what it is that you want to do. That's what's coming. Ooh, I'm feeling a little passionate and a little cranky about that. So I feel energy when I read the cards, and that is coming through. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you're feeling that way right now, it's okay. Acknowledge those feelings, have them, but then release them and let them go, because you're moving on in your own path, and no one else can dictate to you what your path is. All right? You believe in God, you believe in Source, you call out to universe or whoever it is that you go to for your higher energy, for your higher guidance, that is up to you. We have free will here, and we do not have to be like everyone else. I feel this is very important message for pile 3. Okay, stand in your power. Be playful, have fun. Life isn't that serious, everyone. Okay, serious things happen. There are serious situations going on in the world, but our day-to-day doesn't have to be just so serious that we can't even loosen up a little and see things from a different perspective. To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. Hello, now they're preaching. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now they're preaching. They had me preaching because I know when I start feeling a little hot or a little whatever under the collar, it is because God thinks everyone's equal. And it's the first thing that I'm going to say a lot of times that Christians like to say, me coming from a Christian background. Nothing wrong with Christianity. I just don't like the double-edged sword of it. That's all. That's all. It's not fair to people to be judged when they believe in God just as much as the next person. No one is more special than anyone else. We are all special and equal in the eyes of God, source, universe, or again, whoever it is that you go to. Now, this chakra deck fell out when I pulled this one out of the cupboard. And what I want to say is there's a message in here. So let's see if there's a particular chakra. And I think it even gives a crystal too that maybe you should be working with. Expression. Oh my heavens, you guys. Express your true self. The world needs you. I really hope, please leave me a message to say this resonated with me, or I love this message. This is what I'm experiencing right now. This is throat chakra. This is speaking your truth. This is not holding the secret in any longer. And lapis lazuli is the crystal that you could work with. So pile 3, that is the message. It did get a little preachy there in the middle, but I feel that someone really needed to hear that message to really fully understand that it's okay to break free and to maybe even gain your prosperity, your abundance, your way of earning a living that is different from other people. It's totally all right to do that. So if you like this, if you want to throw me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this message with someone else who may be going through this right now, who may have secrets, because it may just not be about spirituality either. You know, sometimes other people watch these and it's resonating in another way in their life. Please share this with them, and maybe it will give them the courage to stand up for themselves and who they are. And to know that God, source, universe, or whomever it is for them, love them unconditionally. All right, that is it. Thank you for being here, pile 3. I will see you the next time.